Our message to Black Americans is this. The media has tried to convince you for decades that Republicans don't care about your communities, but we do. We want for you what we want for every American: safe neighborhoods, clean streets, good jobs, a better life for your children, and a justice system that treats everyone equally, regardless of your skin color and regardless of your political beliefs.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all for joining me here today. Today, that Vivek Ramaswamy, that Vivek, he is powerful, and he does it in such an articulate and very strategic way. Every single word, seemingly with no teleprompter. You guys, stick around for the rest of this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Now let's get back into some more Vivek.
Love it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the warm welcome. It's good to be back in Milwaukee. This time last year, I was a candidate for U.S. president, and I'm proud to say that I achieved the impossible, which is that most of you actually know how to say my name by now. So thank you for that. It's good to be back. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis right now. Faith, patriotism, hard work, and family have disappeared, only to be replaced by race, gender, sexuality, and climate. But we're not going to win this election just by criticizing the other side. We're going to win this by standing for our own vision of who we really are. What does it mean to be a Republican in the year 2024? What does it mean to be an American in the year 2024? It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. It means we believe in merit, that you get ahead in this country, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions.
Amen.
It means we believe in the rule of law. And I say this as the kid of legal immigrants to this country. That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. That is why we will seal the southern border on day one. Thank you. It means the people who we elect to run the government ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not unelected bureaucrats in the deep state. These are not black ideas or white ideas. They are not even Democrat ideas or Republican ideas. They are American ideas that we fought a revolution to secure. And the man who will revive these ideals in the United States of America is your next president, the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. If you want to seal the border, vote Trump. If you want to restore law and order in this country, vote Trump. If you want to reignite the economy in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote Trump. But there is one more reason I'm going to ask you to vote Trump, and it's the most important one. It's the one the media won't talk about, but it's the truth. Donald Trump is the president who will actually unite this country, not through empty words, but through action. Because you know what? Success is unifying. Excellence is unifying. That's who we are as Americans. That's who we've always been. To those of you watching this at home tonight, I'd like to deliver a message that the media doesn't want you to hear from the Republican Party. Our message to Black Americans is this. The media has tried to convince you for decades that Republicans don't care about your communities, but we do. We want for you what we want for every American: safe neighborhoods, clean streets, good jobs, a better life for your children, and a justice system that treats everyone equally, regardless of your skin color and regardless of your political beliefs.
See, he's right. Vivek is right when he said that this is something that the media doesn't want Black people to know. And I do a lot with Black people and Republicans and Blacks and Donald Trump only because Black people vote Democrat in excess of 90% of the time. 98% of Black people in America voted for Barack Obama. I did not. Just let's just be clear. I did not vote for the man either time. Okay. And I believe the lies of the media when it came to Donald Trump, and I didn't vote for him, but I will be this time. Oh yes, I'm gonna be all up in the place. Okay. Might have be at a watch party. I don't know. I'm gonna be all up in the place. Okay. But like JD Vance changed his mind. We're allowed to change our minds when we find out the truth. Sometimes we just take for granted that we think the media is telling us the truth. The media actually had Black people thinking that Donald Trump is a racist, that he's an AH from World War II Germany. I actually thought that because they kept saying it over and over and over again. And it was the media, the news that I was watching, which I grew up watching, and didn't realize it, that they were just outright, flat out lying to me and you, lying, saying that this man is evil. Donald Trump did nothing but help Black Americans with a platinum plan. He did criminal justice reform. He worked with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey gave him an idea, and he did that through Ben Carson with those Envision centers, opportunity zones, permanent funding for HBCUs. But somehow, some Black people still say he's a racist. They keep going back to the Central Park 5. That was back in the 90s. And we're talking policy. Donald Trump did not institute any policy that was anti-Black people. Not one. He did everything. He bent over backwards. If he could physically contort his body to show how he bent over backwards for Black people, he would look like a pretzel. Okay, because he did what he said he was going to do. He did it, and the media still said he was wicked and evil, and that he hated Black people, and that he was racist. And the Black people who think he evil, you didn't do your homework, and I was one of them. Do your homework. Stop being silly. I was silly. I talk about myself. So when I say things like I'm talking to people like you're being silly, I'm really talking about me. Okay, I just want that to be clear, because I don't want people saying I'm belittling you. I'm talking about myself because I was being ridiculous. And I'm okay to talk about myself. Linda, you were stupid. Bad Christian. Okay. So we got to look at the truth, look at the facts, dig a little. It's going to take a little work. Sitting in front of the television is what I call it, the television, spewing lies all day. You get that into you, and it starts to change who we are. If we got to be careful what we see and hear and take in. Okay, I'm finished with my rant.
Our message to every legal immigrant in this country is this: you're like my parents. You deserve the opportunity to secure a better life for your children in America. But our message to illegal immigrants is also this: we will return you to your country of origin, not because you're all bad people, but because you broke the law. And the United States of America was founded on the rule of law.
You gotta be vetted. You gotta be vetted. You gotta know who they are. Don't let unvetted people come in my house.
Our message to millennials, speaking as one myself: yes, it's true. Our government sold us a false bill of goods with the Iraq War and the 2008 financial crisis, loading up our national debt that falls on our generation's shoulders, telling us that if we took out college loans, we'd somehow get a head start on the American dream, when it hasn't worked out that way. But we can't just be cynical about our country, because the United States of America is still the last best hope that we have. And we deserve a better class of politician, one who actually tells us the truth, even if it comes with some mean tweets from time to time. And our message to Gen Z is this: you're going to be the generation that actually saves this country. You want to be a rebel? You want to be a hippie? You want to stick it to the man? Show up on your college campus and try calling yourself a conservative. Say you want to get married, have kids, teach them to believe in God and pledge allegiance to their country. Because you know what? Fear has been infectious in this country, but courage can be contagious too. That too is what it means to be an American. And you know what? If you're at home and you disagree with everything I just said, our message to you is this. We will still defend to the death your right to say it, because that is who we are as Americans. We are the country where we can disagree like hell and still get together at the dinner table at the end of it. That is the America I know. That is the America we miss. We do not have to be ancient Rome. We don't have to be this nation in decline. We can still be a nation in our ascent, a nation whose best days, not in some fake politician way, but in a true way, a nation whose best days are actually still ahead of us, still on our way to that shining city on a hill, that country where no matter who you are or where your parents came from or what your skin color is or how long your last name is, that you will still get ahead in this country with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that you know what? You are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what won us the American Revolution.
Amen, Vivek. Amen. Woo. He brought it. He said, you want to stick it to the man? Show up on college campuses and say you're a conservative. Woo. You want to stick it to somebody right now. College campuses, they were going all crazy, rioting. I think it's calmed down now. All that rioting because of those klepty lefties. Everything the demon rats do, they mess things up. They brainwash and cause all the rioting. They did it with BLM. They did it with Israel, all this anti-Jewish sentiment running around on college campuses. You know, people rioting, people taking over buildings, trespassing. Everything that the demon rats do, they cause racial grievances. They put identity politics into it. They say that, you know, America hates you, Black person. And that's not true. That's not true. I mean, Jim Crow Joe actually spoke, I think it was at Howard University at their commencement, where he said, you know, he basically said, America hates you. You got to work 10 times harder, because your country hates you. And see, Black people have taken on this, some of us, not me, and I'm not saying all, some, and it could be any ethnicity, have taken on victimhood. You know, I'm a victim of racism. No, you just need to get up and believe in God and work hard and keep doing it. And don't give up, and you will be successful, period. There's not so much racism that it'll keep you from being a success. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist, but it does not exist to the point where you got to be poor and impoverished. That's not true. I know too many people that are not that way, and they look like me. They work hard. They believe in God, and they have a good work ethic. They live in nice homes. Their children go to the best of schools. So that's not true. They're trying to make you give up and say, what's the point in trying? That's that racism of the demon rat party of low expectation. And then putting you on welfare. And then when you try to get out for welfare, they take something from you that you desperately need. I've seen that firsthand. I've never been on welfare, but I've seen someone who was on some kind of public assistance because he has type 1 diabetes and he wanted to go to college. And they said they're going to have to take away his health, I guess, Medicare or Medicaid, I guess, take that away if he tries to go to college. See, that's how they do. They keep you stuck. And as far as I know, this person is still stuck. That's right, unfortunately. Well, you guys, just remember just to think and look beyond what the media shows and look at things not at surface level, but, you know, do a deep dive on it and be prayerful the whole way. And don't look for any kind of confrontation. We're living in dangerous times. Please be prayerful. Pray for President, I know his former president. I keep saying President Donald J. Trump. Pray for him and his family, and J.D. Vance and his family, and everyone who tries to do the right thing. We got to remember there are people that Donald Trump will be working with and his constituents, and we want those people to be safe as well, because we need things to get done. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, the United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.